Hey guys, today we're going to talk about the first element of defamation, which is whether the statement is defamatory. The purpose of defamation law is to enable a person to restore or vindicate his lost honor due to defamatory words. So whether a statement is defamatory or not, okay, there are different tests. The courts have developed different tests. The first one, whether the statement lowers the plaintiff in the estimation of right-thinking members of society, lowers the reputation of the plaintiff. Number two, causes the plaintiff to be shunned or avoided by members of society. Number three, exposes the plaintiff to hatred, contempt, or ridicule. The first test, which determines whether the defamatory statement lowers the plaintiff in the estimation of right-thinking members of society, is the test that is most commonly used by the courts in Singapore. The concept here is that a person's reputation, that means his standing in the eyes of members of society, has been damaged due to the defamatory statement. The English court in Drummond-Jackson held that words are defamatory where they imply lack of qualification, lack of knowledge, skill, capacity, judgment, or the efficiency of the plaintiff's trade, business, or professional activity. Let me give you an example. In the case of Bank of China and Asia Week, the Singapore Court of Appeal held that it was defamatory for the Asia Week magazine to impute to a bank an inability to discharge its obligations and also to make imputations of insolvency, that means bankruptcy, and lack of resources. Why? Because such statements lowers the bank in the estimation of right-thinking members of society generally. In the other case of ABZ and Singapore Press Holdings, the Singapore Court of Appeal held that a statement that would lead ordinary people to the opinion that the plaintiff conducted his business in a dishonest, improper, or inefficient manner would be defamatory. The court in Chiam Si Tong and Sin Chang Chiang restaurant also clarified that the lowering of the plaintiff's reputation has to be in the eyes of the community as a whole and not just limited to a class of people. So if the defamatory statement lowers the reputation of the plaintiff only in the eyes of the medical community, that would not be enough. It has to be in the eyes of the community as a whole. The test for determining defamatory meaning is an objective one, based on the view of an ordinary, reasonable person who is not unduly suspicious or avid for scandal. A statement can be defamatory in two ways. One, the first is the natural and ordinary meaning of the words used, or reasonably inferred from the words. The judge will decide on its natural and ordinary meaning, the defamatory words, taking into consideration the general knowledge possessed by an ordinary man, including facts or circumstances which are well known to ordinary members of the public. The second type of defamatory statement is indirect. It's called true or legal innuendo. This refers to words which appear innocent but has hidden meaning because third parties, some people, have knowledge of special facts that are not generally known. So because they have knowledge of these special facts, they will know the real meaning of the so-called innocent words. Justice Chan Sek On, in the case of Lim Eng Hock Peter and Lin Jian Wei, outlined the test for innuendo. The plaintiff has to prove that there were facts extrinsic to the words, where such facts gave rise to the defamatory imputation. That means there has to be facts extrinsic, that means outside. Number two, those facts were known to one or more of the persons to whom the words were published. Number three, there has to be knowledge of those extrinsic facts which would cause the words to convey the defamatory imputation to the plaintiff if a reasonable person had knowledge of those extrinsic facts. In other words, if an ordinary person looking at the so-called innocent words do not know about other facts and the words appear innocent to him, but if he had knowledge of these other extrinsic facts, then the words would point to the plaintiff, then the test would be satisfied. So thanks for watching this video on the first element of defamation.